February, February, time to make a Valentine. You will get one, can make a friend one. I am your friend, you are mine. February, February, time to make a Valentine. You will get one, can make a friend one. I am your friend, you are mine. Hi friends, welcome to Circle Time. Welcome to February. I'm singing one of the songs that was in my box. It's about this month and friends and Valentines. Like this. February, February, time to make a Valentine. You will get one, can make a friend one. I am your friend, you are mine. You are my friend because I'm at Circle Time. And if you're watching this, that means you're at Circle Time, and that means we have that in common, and that's one way of being friends. So when I sing that song about you're a friend of mine, or I am your friend, you are mine, I'm talking about you. Even if we don't see each other, even if we don't ever play together, even if we've never been together in person, we're still friends. And that's what today is about. Friendship and love of people and of creatures that might be different than you. I was singing with this little pretend friend I drew, and we're going to talk about them in a little bit. But before that, we get to ring a bell. You've maybe noticed the new color of apron. You've maybe noticed the new decorations. The color of the month is pink, but I do not have a pink bell. So I was thinking I could make one, right? I could cover it with tape or I could paint it, but then I had another idea. I know something about the color pink. I know that when you mix red and white, you get pink. When you mix red and white, you get pink. When you mix them, you will see a new color magically. Look at this. When you mix red and white, you get pink. So I'm going to ring two bells this time. I'm going to ring the white one and the red one because I know that if these were mixed together like in paint, or in chalk, or certain color markers, you're able to mix red and white, or Play-Doh, and get pink. So, I'm going to do that for our bell. When you hear the bells ring, it's time for Circle Time. When you hear the bells ring, I will start Circle Time. Circle time, circle time. Now we will start circle time. After I take a sip in my new mug. It's not new all the way, but it's new for Circle Time because I save it for February, and it reminds me of Valentine's Day, and that reminds me of you, my friends, and Valentine's Day. And it says a word on here, love, love. Our letter of the week is O. And look what clever thing the artist who made this mug did. They put a little heart in the middle of that circle to be the inside of the O. So then they gave me an idea, and I did that on our friend over here. This little friend right here has a t-shirt on that says, I am loved. Someone gave that to them. And the O on loved, I put the little heart in the middle to match my mug. I've got some hearts somewhere else too. And I think that this makes sense for February, that I'm going to use this side for We Wish You Well because it has the hearts on it. It's me pretending to think of you in a drawing like I do in real life. Oh, everybody, we've made it to another month. It's not January anymore. Now it's February 2021. We're not together in this room, but we're together at circle time. So everybody, we wish you well. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. I already said the letter was O. You can make it O like this if your hands move this way. You can look at it this way. You can do it this way. You could peek at somebody. But I have one friend I'm thinking about whose name starts with O. Maybe you know a friend named Olivia. Olivia starts with O. We're going to sing about Olivia. She starts with O. When she writes her name, she puts the big O first. So we're going to sing, the letter of the week is O. O is for Olivia. The letter of the week is O. The letter of the week is O. O is for Olivia. O is for Olivia. The letter of the week is O. And look how clever this is. Olivia's doll is wearing the color of the month. She's matching the pink. It's light pink, and my apron is dark pink. They're both pink, different shades of the same color. So happy Golden Letter Day, Olivia. And I'm putting Olivia right in front of me where she's been waiting with two other friends. They're not Golden Letter friends. This friend is not named O Alvin. And this friend is not named O Inslee. These are birthday friends. They have their crowns on. This is Calvin. This is Kinsley. And their birthdays are in February, this new month. So we're going to sing Happy Birthday, Dear Calvin. And we're going to sing Happy Birthday, Dear Kinsley. And then I have someone else to show you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. First is Calvin. Happy birthday, dear Calvin. And now it's Kinsley. Happy birthday, dear Kinsley. Happy birthday to you. They've been waiting for February so they could have their birthday in February. And this is the friend who's also been waiting for February. Could you tell that I drew a picture of a person? Could you tell that I was pretending that this is a person? How did you know that? How did you know it was a person? What does it have? It has a head. It has hair, eyes, nose, mouth, these little things, ears. It has clothes on. It has a shirt and it has shorts and this. An arm with a hand, an arm with a hand, fingers and a thumb, legs, feet, toes. Maybe that's how you knew it was a person. You looked at it and you knew it was a person. Here's a challenge for you. Now, do you know it's still a person? When somebody has a body and doesn't have hair, they're still a person. Sometimes it's a haircut. Sometimes it's from medicine. Sometimes it's the way they were born. Sometimes it happens with age. It's a person. All right, here's another one. And same shirt. I am loved. Of course. Can you tell that that's a person? Can you tell that there's something different about their limbs? Limbs are arms and legs. Can you tell that something's different? That this friend has one arm on this side and not an arm on this side. That little bit is the shirt that's just hanging flat. I am loved. Yes, you are. All right, next up. Can you tell that this is a person? Can you tell the limb difference? This is this person's leg. This is this person's leg. This person has two legs. One of them is different than the other. Okay, one more. Can you tell that that's a person? This person has limb differences. These and these are parts that are different than the other picture. This is a person. I am loved. That is a person with limb differences. If you've been in my preschool before in the building, you know about the toys we have. You know about things where you've seen humans that are alive with limb differences, or you've seen the toys with limb differences. Let me show you some. Okay. Do you know what twins are? When there are two babies that were growing at the same time in the belly, mama's belly, and then sometimes they look the same, and sometimes they look different. Here are two friends. I'm going to bring them up from the bottom. Two friends who look the same. Look at this. Look at those twins. They have matching. They even like to wear matching clothes. They have matching hair. They have matching hairstyles. They have matching dresses on. Their eyes are the same shape and color. And then look at the limb difference they have. One of these friends has two legs. One of these friends has one leg. They are still twins. Twins doesn't mean you have to match all the way. That's their limb difference. Look at this baby. This baby is so strong, so healthy. And look at the limb difference. Do you see the limb difference? Look at this friend. This friend, oh, she's fancy today. It's like she got dressed up to go somewhere. She's wearing a skirt and a rocket shirt dress. She's got her fancy shoes on. She's getting ready to go to the park. Do you see the limb difference with her? If she went to the park, there would be no problem for her running around, no problem for her climbing. This arm of hers is so strong, she's able to figure out how to do all the things. There's one part of the playground that has been tricky for her. She's still 5 years old, so she's still learning things. And there's one thing that's been hard for her to be able to do without help, and she wants to do it alone. And it's the swing. Why would a swing be challenging for her? A swing usually has two things to hold on to, chains or ropes. And if you hold on with two hands, then you can keep your body on and you can learn how to make yourself go back and forth, back and forth. With her one arm, she holds on tight, 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 but she's off balance and it's uncomfortable to her. So look at this park. Oh, there's already a friend on the swing. This friend knew about that swing as well. This friend is also feeling really comfortable on this swing. without needing to use arms to hold on, because this swing has a special brace, like a seatbelt kind of, for them to sit on. So this friend's going to get off and say, okay, thanks. Whew, thanks. I had my turn. I had my turn. Do you want to have your turn? Do you want to have your turn? Oh, I do. Thanks. Here I come. I'm going to have my turn. And so see, the brace is there, and this friend can just sit on there, and it holds her body so she can swing without any trouble or the challenge of getting unbalanced. Have you ever seen a wheelchair? Sometimes you'll see a wheelchair and you'll know exactly what it is. Look at this wheelchair. And one of our little toy friends is in it. And it might make sense to you why this friend might choose a wheelchair to get around. Do you notice the limb difference on this friend? The story we tell about this friend is this is how he was born. There's a limb difference. And he has a couple of options of mobility to get around, to move. Of course, you know the wheelchair. But then there's another one. This is a prosthetic, an artificial leg that doctors and scientists have worked on together to be just the right size, to use a special attaching, it's like a little sleeve that goes on, and then this leg fits on and attaches on. And of course, he can wear the same shoes if he wants. So then he can do some mobility. He could do his walking and running with his prosthetic. There are going to be times when you understand by looking at someone, you might make a guess or an assumption of why they have that happening. And there are going to be other times things are happening and you don't understand. I want to show you one picture of a friend. She's a grown-up. And she wrote this story called Just Ask. She's knowing that people and children have different ways of being in the world, and she's saying, just ask. You can ask your teacher, you can ask your family, you can ask the person, and sometimes they'll want to talk about it, and sometimes they won't. Miss Sonia says she likes to talk about it. She's comfortable talking about it. She's giving herself an injection. A shot. She's giving herself insulin because she has diabetes and her body doesn't make insulin naturally like other people. And she shows us so many friends. This friend has an inhaler. It's a tool to help his body for breathing. This is what we were just looking at in my hand, the toy. This friend is using a wheelchair. He says, I'm Anthony, and I use a wheelchair to get around. Even though I can't run with my legs, I can go super fast. I bet you can, Anthony. So see, he has two legs, but he tells us, I use a wheelchair to get around. I can't run with my legs. This book asks lots of questions. It even asks you a question. This is a friend named Madison, and Madison is blind, and the other friend, Arturo, is blind. That means even though we can't see, we strengthen our other senses, and we notice lots of other details. How do you use your senses? Do you smell things? Do you touch things and feel things? Here's a friend who says, I love reading and writing. Sign language. Here's a friend who says, I have dyslexia, so I work really hard and take my time when I'm reading and writing. Sometimes I use computer programs. Then she asks, Are you really good at something? This book is reminding us that when we notice differences about people, you can do two things. At preschool, we say sometimes you don't know for sure something, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll ask questions to learn more. And then sometimes you'll get an answer and sometimes you won't, and that's also okay. Well, there is another creature who lives in the ocean, and in the ocean, this creature lives and has a lot of clever behaviors. This creature knows how to move rocks, knows how to squeeze into tiny places, knows how to reach for things, knows how to reach into the tiniest spot to get something and bring it back. And this creature can have 8 arms. Do you know what creature I'm talking about? Do you know that I'm talking about an octopus? So we're going to do our alphabet project today. And I have a little bag that has an octopus picture on it right here. And that little octopus picture is a clue of what we're going to make. So I'm going to move this friend. I am loved. Yes, you are. And I'm going to put up this project right here. This paper here. So then I can get started to make my octopus. I'll need my glue bottle. And this octopus has a body. That's our letter O. O is a circle shape. And so I'm going to put on some dots of glue. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. I did a lot of tiny dots on mine. And now I'm going to put this kind of close to the top because I want room to put the octopus limbs down here. Now, if I tell you that everybody in the world has 2 arms, is that true? No, we know that's not true. We just talked about that. We saw the pictures and we saw the toys that are like real humans. Okay, so if I told you, everybody in the world has 2 legs, is that true? No. If I tell you every octopus in the world has 8 arms, 8 legs, is that true? It's not. Octopuses can have more, they can have 8 legs or they can have less. So sometimes they don't have all their 8 limbs. So when you make your octopus in life, you can decide how many do they have. So, for instance, I do have 8 limbs because it's also fair to say that most octopuses have 8. Typically, they have 8. But they don't all have 8, and they don't have to have 8. So here I go. I think my little octopus limbs are only going to need 1 dot of glue. And then I'm putting it on. 1 dot of glue, putting it on. 2, a dot of glue, and I'm putting it on. 3. I did some learning, and scientists agree that these are all arms. An octopus has only arms, but they usually use 2 of their arms like legs. But the scientists have been studying this and agree that, yeah, they are known as arms, and 2 of them are like legs. Did not know that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I go with 5. Here's a new technique I can show you. You can also do some things all at once, like this. I'm going to put glue on all of these, and then I'm going to put them on. So I used to be going back and forth, glue, put it on, glue, put it on, glue, put it on, glue, put it on. But now look, I just did glue, 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 and now I can do put on, put on, put on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. You know I could stop here if I want to make some limb differences from the 8. You know I can keep going and have 7. I could stop there if I want to, or I could keep going. It's your project, it's your mind. You can decide how you want to do it. No matter how many limbs you choose to put on. O is for octopus. O is for octopus. The letter of the week is O. So friends, when you go in the world today and you look around and you see people, or you're reading books, or you're thinking about people, remember the idea of being a friend to someone who you do know, someone who you don't even know yet, someone you have something in common with, someone who is different than you. In the same way that this friend down here, in the same way that this friend is loved, in the same way that this friend is loved, you are loved, and I hope you can be like the person who gave them this shirt and gave them a shirt that said, I am loved, that loves this person. You can be that way too. You can love people as well. Well, I've got a little snack for the end of our song today, for the end of the day song. There's a little snack that's round, 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 round. And there's a little snack that is safe for everyone in our school to eat. And it even has a heart on it. Cheerios. Some people like to eat Cheerios. And listen, when I say Cheerios, I'm even saying the O sound. I'm saying our letter O, and they are little teeny tiny O's. So let me just taste it. Yep, they taste like Cheerios. And when I was a little girl, I got to eat Cheerios too. And now I'm a grown-up and I still eat Cheerios. And they're round. So here's how we're going to do our goodbye poem. We're going to say, round and round the circle like a Cheerio. 1 step, 2 step, here we go. Again, round and round the circle like a Cheerio. 1 step, 2 step, here we go. I've got another friend. And this friend is pretty excited because this friend is 4 years old. And look what this friend just got. Do you know what this friend is sitting in? Of his own? He has his own wheelchair. He can help get himself around all by himself. And he can rest his feet on these little footsteps. He has his hand can go on the brake. So if he doesn't want his wheelchair to move at all, he knows how to stop it. And this wheelchair can go really fast and can go easily around corners because of these perfect swivel front wheels. You want to hold on to that? You can just rest his hand. And look, he is a hard worker. Just like you. Hard workers living in this world. Oh, little friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have moments of feeling loved. And I hope you have moments of being able to give love. And I'll see you soon. Bye, sunshines.